everybody. How's it going? I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today in Anime Reaction, we watched the 12th
and final
episode of Gabriel DropOut. Oh, and also the OVA.
Ding.
If you want to check out our reactions to the 12th and final episode and the OVA of Gabriel DropOut, hit those links in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. And don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. So, on the 12th episode of Gabriel DropOut, we have the introduction of Gabriel's older sister.
Was it Tenma Zazel?
Zazel.
Zalel. Yeah. No,
I knew it had an L at the end.
No relation to Kal-El, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, pretty much all the...
But with the power
most of the angel names have L at the end.
Yeah. But with the powers this lady has, I can see where the confusion may come from.
Yeah, she's basically...
But they call her the Hand of God.
Yeah. She's
Damn.
basically a... I don't know what the exact hierarchy of angels is, but she
An
seems
archangel,
to be...
I think.
Yeah, she seems to be an archangel.
Yeah.
Possibly. Maybe not quite that.
Well, technically, Gabriel's an archangel.
Well, I mean...
Well, in the context of the anime, though.
Yeah, in the context of the anime, no.
Yeah.
Maybe she's not the original Gabriel, is what I kind of just assumed.
Okay.
So...
Fair enough.
And same thing with Raphael, too.
Because those are supposed to be like really uber powerful.
Yeah.
But no, she has access to one of the... it's one of the 7 trumpets, so...
Eh,
Yeah, whatever.
who knows? Anyway, so...
Either way, sis is scary.
Yeah, her sis comes by. I was hoping to see if I could figure out who was playing her sister. Because the voice sounded really familiar. But, yeah, so her sister drops in. And Gabriel decides to try to fool her sister into thinking that she's a perfect little angel.
And pulling out every conceivable stop.
Cringy as it is.
Yeah.
Every trick in the book.
Cat-made outfit. Cleaning
Like
up
that one's going to work on your sister. I'm sorry. Brother, maybe. Sister, eh.
Yeah. But yeah.
Taking out the trash.
Including Satania.
How about taking out, I mean cramming in the closet?
Yeah.
What a horrible pun.
Well, I think that, yeah.
Who says I'm making a pun?
Why she decided to hide all her trash there, I will never know. Because that closet definitely could not take all that trash. But...
I know, right?
But yeah, basically she just lays it on thick. And then... After Satania busts out of the closet, Zalel?
Yeah, Zalel revealed that she didn't buy a single bit of it.
Yeah.
At all.
She's like, oh, I know that you're a family angel.
In fact, she knew the entire time. That's why she was there.
I will take you back to heaven and reform you. So Gabriel's gone for a week.
Poor thing.
Yep. And then she shows up at school a week later, and she's back to her perfect pre-gaming self.
So bright that even Agent 47 Sensei cries.
Takes off his sunglasses and cries.
Wipes his eyes.
Ooh, damn.
And then so her 3 friends decide to have an intervention.
Because it's creeping them the fuck out.
Because it's creeping them the fuck out. And so they try to recreate the original reason why she ended up failing. And basically, yeah, they leave a MMO open on her laptop and have a player character there that's requesting help. But she doesn't fall for it this time. And then they jump out from their hiding places.
Oh, God.
Where Vignette
Oh
was
my God.
hiding.
Vignette and Satania.
Vignette was hiding in a magic circle underneath Gabriel's short table. Satania was hiding in a magic circle inside the drawer of Gabriel's desk.
And
Raphael was out on the balcony.
And she used a glass cutter to cut her way in.
Just like she did when she slept with Satania.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vintage.
But yeah, basically they appeal to her and, say that she's not the same and
It's freaking him out.
it's freaking them out.
But then Gab
So-
drops the curtain and reveals that it was all an act to fool her sister.
Well, she puts up a barrier so that nobody can hear from the outside.
I was about to say, drops
wish
a
we-
curtain, kind of like drops a barrier.
And then reveals her entire plan to them. And then Zalel comes in and goes,
Silly bitch, your barrier cannot stop me. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
yeah, basically, Zalel knows all with her clairvoyance.
But you also find out that Rafi has similar clairvoyance.
Well, Satania finds out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Much of her embarrassment.
yeah. And then so Zalel threatens to take Gabriel back to heaven permanently. And she protests, her three friends protest. And then
Friendship
says
is beautiful.
yeah,
I do love that because it's like she protests.
Yeah, she
protests,
puts her arm
but-
around Vignette and Rafi
I would miss my friends.
and then stomps on Satania's back.
Satania's rightful place.
The human chaise lounge. Ottoman.
Yeah, and surprisingly, that actually appeals to Zalel.
Somewhat.
And so Zalel decides to stay on Earth with Gabriel and reform her.
Fuck.
Read more in the manga, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably, but I felt that it was a pretty good ending still. But
Almost.
yeah,
That's
so,
not where we end though, because
Right.
right after that, Satania drops a melon pawn.
Yeah, basically, her and Gabriel get into it, and the shaking drops the melon pawn out of Satania's pocket.
And one of the best
It's a big
lines,
pocket,
actually. Yeah, one of the best lines, though, in the episode, and underappreciated, I'm sure, because of how subtle it was. Vignette breaking the fourth wall. Oh, I know this formula.
Yep.
Right on cue, everyone's
Shit.
favorite melopon eating dog.
Jumps up, eats the melon pawn, and then you hear a cute little shriek
Alright, that wasn't
from
more little.
from Zalel, and then they look up, including the dog looking up, and they realize that she's afraid of dogs, so the dog puts on its evilest face.
Second boy.
Yeah, like not just the like darkness over his eyes, like full on.
Yeah, that smile fade was worthy of One Punch Man.
Right.
Just from, comic to fucking he works out.
But yeah, basically the dog scared the crap out of Zalel, and she fled back to heaven.
It scared her good.
Ran all the way back home, crying.
Yep. So Gabriel gets to stay and still be a fallen angel.
And not to log on. Click.
But I did like that we got the nice little bookend from the first episode to the last episode, where in the first episode she realizes that she has to go to school and it's
she's
already
running late.
almost time for school. So she gets dressed, goes outside, and tries to teleport to the classroom and teleports her panties to her desk.
But this time,
She walks outside, goes to teleport, mentioning that, she has repelled her sister, so she must be more powerful now.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out she is more powerful because she transported more cloth.
Her skirt. And the hair disappeared. And just her face after she realized what happened. Just, really? Fucking really? Horn.
don't do it.
No, stop.
I love that.
And that's just where it ends.
Oh, it's perfect.
That is a beautiful ending.
Yeah.
But as an ending to the series, that is a very nice.
Yeah. Again, kind of like what I was saying with Demi-chan. as an anime series, if it doesn't get a second season, which it, again probably won't because these sorts of series typically don't.
That's a shame because this was fucking hilarious.
I feel that this is still a pretty good ending because of that bookend thing that they did. So it still feels satisfying enough if you only ever watch the anime, but obviously you could get more story in the manga.
And then that little bit with Zal-El made for a nice final conflict, and it got properly resolved.
Yeah.
So you leave off the series on a good note.
The only thing I could say is that it felt like the conflict with Zal-El got resolved a little too quickly.
Yeah, maybe they could have made it a 2-parter.
Yeah. Or maybe a 1.5-parter.
Or maybe instead of that scene with Tapras in episode 11, maybe focus more on Zal-El. Introduce her, maybe. But that's I think that's kind of nitpicking at this point.
Yeah.
For the series in particular. And well, truth be told, it's not the end of the series because after we get an OVA.
Yes. So we don't watch a hell of a lot of OVAs on this channel, but this one did come out at like the perfect time.
Yeah.
For us to grab it.
Alongside the final
I think
episode.
it was like it released yesterday.
Yeah. So I think it was released with the first Blu-ray release. And so
we can expect more, perhaps?
Yeah, probably. And so we got a 15-minute OVA that was
Fan service.
Total fan service.
Don't even try to hide it. It's fan service.
But you know what the difference is? This fan service was in an OVA rather than the entirety of the first episode.
Yeah, this story is so far detached from whatever story you get in the actual series, you can almost say it's non-canon.
It probably is.
Yeah.
But
oh god, it was fucking hilarious.
Basically, Vignette wins tickets to an onsen
because she
hot
has
springs.
too much good karma.
Because she has too much good karma, she wins it in the shopping district. And so the 4 of them go on a trip, and at the beginning of the episode,
3 of them go. Gabriel was dragged, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. But
I just realized something. It might have been that shopping district that Toru missed out on the hot springs.
I mean, it is a classic thing that you see in anime with the shopping.
Gabriel's Desperate OVA, Kobashi Sanchi no Maid Dragon, same universe?
So Vignette stole that one from Toru then.
Oh,
yep.
Damn.
That's my thought. That's my thought.
Okay.
And I'm sticking to it.
Just imagine the crossovers.
Yeah, but yeah. So at the beginning, we see that Satania's up to something again, and I love that scene in the train where she basically reveals that she's up to something, and Gabriel's like, "Oh, she's up to something stupid,"
and then Vignette, "Oh, she's
up to something stupid,"
and then Rafi,
"Oh, she's up to something wonderful," and this will fail like every time.
Oh man,
tag nailed it.
But yeah,
but the way that it all went down was like for an OVA, this could fit perfectly well into the original series.
Oh yeah, I absolutely agree.
Because the way that they like the way that the story went, it wasn't just forcing fan service. You know, it gave a really good story.
Oh no, it still has a lot of the same character interactions you get in the regular series. Mainly Gabriel wanting to be a lazy sack of shit, failing angel. Vignette trying to correct her of her ways. Rafi enjoying the bullshit far too much, and Satania being the class retard.
Like one of my favorite parts was when Satania is sitting there trying to get Gabriel to go into the hot springs, and she's like, "Why are you trying to get me of all people?" And like we had Vignette was like, "I'll go with you."
It's pointless if you go.
Ouch.
And then we get Gabriel who's like,
who's remembering back from the beach episode when Satania was trying to take pictures of her when she had her clothes off.
"Do you swing that way?"
Yeah, that's a fair question.
Satania's face turns about as red as her hair.
Oh, boy.
Hilarious. We get the classic in an onsen ping pong scene.
And goddamn, does Satania suck at ping pong. Even after she
Well,
learns the rules.
I think it's mostly Gabriel's fault on that one. Like, obviously, the first game was definitely Raphael's fault.
And I just love it, too. But if you let
Who
the ball
told-
hit the table, the
Yeah.
bomb underneath you goes off.
Who told you those rules?
And then Vignette just looks.
Yeah, just looks at Raphael, and Raphael just looks away.
Beautiful.
But even after she learns the rules, it's mostly Gabriel's fault for making stupid faces. I'd probably want to pummel the ball into her face, too.
It probably would have worked better if they played baseball with the ball and bat Satania Brown on the trip.
Right?
But cards is too childish.
I don't know. I kind of wanted to see them play Twister.
Kind of.
Especially in those...
Kind of.
Especially in the Yukata.
How'd it go? Right foot red, left
Left
foot.
hand blue.
I love to play this game with you.
I just hope you can't feel my boner. Twister.
Real song, by the way.
Totally real song.
Yeah.
Not a real commercial jingle.
No. But it should be.
It should be. It's pretty much the purpose of Twister.
But yeah, so they finally decide to go into the bath, and we get the the funny scene of the holy aura that is making the anime family friendly, with
Oh my
Gabriel
god.
and Raphael,
The
and it's
way-
just barely covering the naughty bits.
The way that they put this in the OVA was just fucking brilliant.
Because Satania apparently has a demonic version of that. It's just black.
And I also want to point out, like, Rafi and Gabrielle walk out with just like a strip here and a strip across the.
Right, like we saw early in the series.
And Rafi's like, well, for you, it's not really all that worth it. I mean, you kind of look boyish.
Or no, I think the line she says, "We have the divine light, but you're acting too much like a guy."
Yeah,
Because Gabriel's just like,
yeah, she was walking out with her towel behind her back, like, yeah.
And then
Out all
Satania
bowlegged and everything.
Satania walks out, and it's like black mist. Black mist. Oh
And then
my!
Vignette walks
Then
out
Vignette
and blinds everybody.
And Gabriel puts it succinctly. Vignette, a demon, is protected with a god-class holy or divine light.
As funny as I thought it was, I was a little bit disappointed that she was basically colored in completely white for the entire bath scene.
For the entire scene that comes next.
Yeah, basically, Satania decides to reveal her master plan.
Well, after climbing the rock and breaking her tailbone in the process.
Oh.
That's gonna sting. Just
And basically, her master plan is the fact that she bought a slime from the Hell Shopping Network,
of course.
and she throws it into the hot springs, and it grows into a giant slime. And she orders it to attack Gabriel.
The slime's derp face, though, or perv face. I can't tell which, really. Yeah, it's all Satania whole.
Yeah, she orders it to attack Gabriel, and naturally it backfires and attacks.
Swallows her
And,
whole.
Attacks everyone else, too.
Except Gabriel.
Except
It
Gabriel.
gets how about no? Let's not say I did.
I'm gonna go for Rafi instead.
And Gabriel.
So we have this gorgeous screenshot-worthy picture of Satania in the chest or heart of the slime.
Swallow
We
whole.
have Vignette over here, and we
one
have
tentacle.
Being
Rafi
filled
over
up by
here.
tentacles. No, I liked when it picked up Raphael, and she has that classic Raphael smile while she's being tentacle raped.
She totally enjoyed it. Rafi's a freak.
But yeah, then Gabrielle gets pissed off because the slime didn't go after her.
Probably
So
'cause
she
didn't
pulls out
bathe
her
in
holy
3
bow
days.
and then she pulls out her bow of holiness plus
Holy shit.
something. D&T terms that I
She hits it with
completely
one arrow and makes it explode.
Critical.
Boom! No more slime.
And then
Nice.
And then Satania climbs out of the hot spring,
and then gets knocked back in.
yeah.
Gabriel
Repent.
Boom! With the what was that little wooden bucket wash basin thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Smack. And probably one of the biggest head eruptions I've seen this season.
Yep.
Definitely one of them.
Yeah, that was the OVA episode. It was hilarious.
Oh my god, yes. Hilarious.
Hysterical.
A lot of fan service.
I'm glad that we
Okay,
watched
good
that
episode.
and the episode before we did this discussion, because that was
Marvelous.
marvelous.
Marvelous. And if this is coming out with all the Blu-rays, I actually cannot wait for the rest.
Pretty much.
But yeah.
Although you said it perfectly, it's a shame that Vignette is the one that gets all the...
Is covered from neck to toe in just white light. Such a shame.
That's what
Anyway.
fan art's for.
Yes. Anyway, so let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. Oh, that's going to do it for this series of Anime Reaction as well.
Oh.
I'm still trying to
We're in
deny.
finals week and we're in denial.
It's denials week, really. I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo.
See you next time.
And go ahead and click on my face, go to our most recent Otaku Saga Talks.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu to subscribe to Otaku Saga. And if you'd like to help support us, go ahead and check out our Patreon page.